When it comes to stress management, I want to try to give you one tool that could be very effective, that's impactful, right? When it comes to stress management, a lot of times people will randomly have their stress management. For a lot of people, stress management is very passive. And what I mean by that is, like, I was just speaking to someone the other day and I was asking them, like, what do you do for stress relief? And she told me sleep. Like, that's what she does. Like, her stress management is sleep. Like, she just goes to bed. That's the extent of her stress management. Or a lot of people would just like watch TV, for example. Like, that's their level of stress management, right? And you have two different types of stress management. You have passive stress management, where yes, you might watch TV, but then you have active stress management and very deliberate stress management. And that's a really important thing. You want to be very deliberate with how you're managing your stress. I recommend for everyone to be very intentional and know, like, this one thing, at least one thing that you're doing that actually helps you to deal with stress. Because usually when I ask someone, hey, what are you doing for stress? People have to actually sit and think about it. And then it comes down to them making stuff up or really thinking about, hey, what do I do? Oh yeah, I watch TV or whatever, but no intention, nothing deliberate, right? So you want to be very deliberate with your stress management. I think that's very important. So I want to give you one powerful tool that you can use when it comes to stress management, and that is essential oils. And the one that I'm going to recommend for you today is lavender oil. Lavender oil does a lot of things. First of all, it balances the left and right hemisphere of the brain. It relaxes your nervous system. And what it does is it releases stress and emotional stressors. It releases them directly from the tissue, directly from the organ, directly from areas of the body that we tuck it away. So at the end of the day, if you use some lavender oil, it helps you to release a lot of the stress that you've carried for that particular day. We carry our stress. You have a stressful day at work, you get into a little heated, spirited conversation with someone there, and you carry that with you. And then usually a lot of people, they get home, they don't properly decompress or practice any practical stress management. They'll go to sleep and this begins to compound. So at least at the end of the day, if you're using some lavender oil, that can really help you not to carry that stress over to the next day. So one thing that's really important is you want to make sure that it's 100% pure essential oil. The best company out there, in my opinion, is a company called Young Living. So you can get the Young Living lavender essential oil, but that's what I like, right? It's a lot of different lavender essential oils. Like, for example, you can go to Whole Foods, and Whole Foods has a lavender essential oil, and it's a lot more cost effective. You can go to Whole Foods and get it, or wherever you live, you can go to your local health food store and you can get lavender essential oil. Now, there's a couple different ways that you can use it. I recommend using all of the above. So what you want to do is 3 droplets in your palm, and you're going to rub that on the bottom of your left foot. 3 droplets in your palm. You're going to rub 3 droplets on your right foot. So now you have your feet. Those are reflexology points that stimulate different organs and systems in your body. So that's going to help to relax the nervous system and release tension from those particular organs. And then what you're going to do is you're going to rub your hands together, because now you have this oil on your hand. You're going to rub your hands together. You're actually going to cuff your nose, and now you're going to use the essential oils for aromatherapy. So now you're going to cuff your nose, and now you're going to inhale very deeply. You're going to hold this lavender in, breathe it in, hold it for about 4 seconds, and then you exhale. Now I want you to do about 10 of those breaths. You could do up to 30 breaths, even better. And you just sit and you breathe. And I promise you that within about 30 seconds, you're going to feel a shift. Or if you're really stressed, after a couple minutes, you will feel a shift, and you will feel the stress leaving your body, and you will feel more relaxed. So I recommend getting some lavender oil, keeping it with you, carrying it with you, because yes, you should do it at the end of your day, but also you can, the middle of a work day, a middle of a stressful day, you can actually take a moment out. You don't have to put it on your feet. You could just put a little, 1 or 2 drops in your palms, rub them together, and you can just breathe. You can put a little on your temples, and that will help to calm you. So I think that lavender can be a very powerful tool. They also have diffusers. You can, in your office or in your living room, you can get a diffuser, get the air diffusers. Those are better than the strips. You put the lavender in there, and you could just diffuse it, and it just kind of creates this nice peaceful state. And then another thing that you could do with the lavender oil is you can do a couple of drops in your palm, and you can rub that directly on your gut, like right on your belly. Just rub that in, and that will help to relax your nervous system a bit, right? So that's a really practical thing that you could do that I think that is really powerful.